And this time we're going to show you how to use the AI tool Quillbot.
Where did you start the recording?
Oh, it's on my screen. I don't think you see that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I can't.
All right. So anyway, let's just start with this biohacking page. So remember, I'm logged in. It says, "Howdy, Richard." This is, of course, your website. I don't need to modify my website, so it's not going to do any good to, I might as well work on your site. Okay, so here we go. Just remember, nobody's doing this for you. You got to do this. So we're going to help you learn how to. All right, now,
This would be my page.
this is your biohacking page, correct? So I have this link right here as view page. Now, what I wanted to show you is I'm talking about bookmarks right now, but you remember we made that folder RRR247, and I had you put a couple bookmarks in there. One I think was for the master training, and the others to log into your website.
Yeah.
Well, bottom line is you can put folders inside of that folder, and if you don't organize your bookmarks as you get this going, Rich, it's going to be impossible to keep, to get back to where you want to go. Let's put it that way. So I have this folder here, RRR247. Then I have another folder in here that I call Rory. And then on this Rory folder, I have all these different folders inside here, Rory training. But I have this one called AI stuff. Okay. So AI stuff. And then I come down over here and I have all these different links. And I'm just showing you this is going to make sense to you as you do it. But this link right here is the Quillbot. This is a paraphraser tool, Quillbot AI. Okay, so I click on this, but I don't want to click on it. Well, I can right click on it and open in a new tab. Otherwise, if I were to just click on that, it'll overwrite the tab I'm on. Yeah, I'll overwrite the tab I'm on, and I don't want to lose that page because I'm on your website. So I'm going to click on open in a new tab by right clicking and selecting that. Now it opens up this Quillbot tool. All right. Now, what I want to show you is upgrade to premium. No, no, we don't want to do that. We want to use the free Quillbot. Just click on Quillbot here and see what happens. Oh, you got to click on paraphraser. Okay, rewrite sentences. Okay, so you click on paraphraser when you get on that screen. And you probably see I'm signed in with my Google account. So you probably have to sign in the first time. Just don't pay for it, whatever you do. Just make sure you get the free version. Okay. They'll keep trying to sell you stuff, but
I'm a ways away from this anyway, Greg.
Well, not really, because you're going to be doing this soon.
Well, first things first.
Yeah.
Like I say, man, I need to do my backup stuff.
Well, yeah, you do.
Comfortable with that.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well,
that's just me. That's the way I learn.
Okay, so that's fine. You go at your own pace, Rich, and I don't mean to sound like I'm pushing you, because I'm not.
No, you don't at all.
All right. Anyway, here's the thing. Here's this link to that page is right here, that website. Okay. So right here in the email that I just sent you brings you here too. Paraphraser right here. It's called Quillbot. But anyway, and it says right here in the email that I just forwarded to you again. So you should have this, and the subject line is here's the subject line is pages to modify. Okay.
So this is going to help with modifying my
content. Well, the way I did it is I didn't know how to do it, but my why was so strong because I was like you, man, I really need to get out of that job. So I just kept working at it until I got it. You know what I'm saying? So here's the point. Now, what we're going to do is a very easy way to do this is to copy this paragraph that is Rory's paragraph. All right. Now, there's one other thing I do want to show you.
You're talking about your online community information.
This is your website right here, right?
Yeah.
6H8K, which is a copy. I'm going to show you. This is a copy of this website. This is Rory's website, 1F16, that he's making thousands of dollars off of every week. Now, your page is exactly like his page. Your biohacking page, that's his Google AdSense.
Are we still looking at Rory's page or mine?
Now, no, I'm just showing you 1F16 is what you're starting out with a copy of. Okay, so
Sure.
we have found the most, so if you ever need to go figure out what it used to say, you go to 1F16, which was the original, and then you can see what it used to be, okay, after you make changes, if you want. You don't have to, but I just want you to be aware that it is a copy of this website.
Right
This is the original, 1F16.com, okay?
here. We have
That's
found the most incredible use, blah, blah, blah.
right. So I'm gonna be getting ready to modify this, and that's why I wanted to show you. I'm just gonna get rid of this page
Okay.
altogether right now,
All right.
and so we don't get confused. Now we're only working on your website, all right? But there is a copy. I don't need this backup page anymore. I can close that, and then I can close this drive. I don't need that. I like to keep my tabs as minimum as possible because the fact is it uses up the computer's resources, and then it doesn't work as good, you know. All right.
All right.
So now what I'm going to do is come over here to your page and I'm going to copy this first paragraph and I'm going to copy this first heading as well, because if it doesn't have enough information, it doesn't work real good, the paraphraser. So I'm going to highlight what I want, right? So I highlight it. Now I'm doing Control C for copy. I'm going to come over here to the paraphraser and it knows, hey, take that text off of your clipboard. You see there's a little picture of a clipboard, and I just click it and there it goes. Okay, so here it is. Now we have found, these are Rory's words, remember, because we haven't changed it. Okay, now we're going to paraphrase this stuff. Click on this we click on this little thing right here.
And it's to the right of that now.
Now this is the new thing. The new page, that the new words. Okay, so you can read what he had. It says we have found the most incredible use of science and biohacking to make our lives better.
I'm reading them both.
Okay, so we have discovered, so that's not good, and I'll tell you why. ED is past tense, and the remember I told you the two parts about Yoast. One was SEO, the other said readability. Readability, this is considered past tense, which is called passive voice. Okay, so what I would rewrite this, I would
Discovered stuff. Okay.
yeah, don't put ed anytime in on anything. So we are showing, see how easy it was to change it? We are showing the most amazing way to improve our lives using science and biohacking. Well, this biohacking is not good because our key phrase on our page, if you remember, I gotta go to, you may not remember, but it's on our recordings. That's why I'm doing it this way. Okay, so our key phrase on this page, we have to click the Yoast, and we need it to be this, biohacking. So we're going to modify this to say just like it is in our key phrase right here. Instead of saying it that way, we're going to just put it this way, the way it, that otherwise it won't qualify for the SEO, the Yoast qualifications that they won't. So I just change it to biohacking just the same way it is on the key
Just
phrase.
like it says it on the key phrase.
Exactly,
Okay.
right there. That's
All
what we want. Okay, and it's supposed to be the key phrase. Look, if we go back to your page, we haven't modified it yet. The key phrase, the biohacking key phrase right here, needs to be in the first sentence of the first paragraph. And there it is on his. So now I'm including that on our paraphrase because we're going to modify that first paragraph to make it your own and no longer Rory's. Okay, so we are showing the most amazing way to improve our lives using science and biohacking. So that's just another way to say we have found the most incredible use of science and biohacking to make our lives better, right? So that's the whole goal here. From having a positive mood to becoming thinner and much. Okay, so this should be either a period or a comma. So what we want to do is let me just say, I would say something like, and this is called a transition phrase.
Much more period.
No, I don't want, I'm gonna say. Okay, so
Oh, yeah.
it's all here. So in other words, from having a positive mood to becoming thinner and much more, it's all here. Okay, you're going to witness how biohacking, now if you overuse the key
You wanna
phrase,
change that again.
yeah, I probably would. Yeah,
Okay, there you go.
oops.
Cause you're gonna capitalize it.
Yeah. And that's one reason I don't capitalize in my focus key phrase. Because if you don't, when it's small letters, it can go either way in the content area. But if it's capitalized, it has to be that way in the content area to qualify for Yoast. So anyway, those are the kind of things that the more you do it, the more it makes sense. All right, so biohacking has now altered the lifestyle and health of tens of thousands of people. Okay, and then so that for the heading, it says, start here with this educational presentation that addresses everything. Start here with this informative presentation that covers this all. So we can use these two sentences, one paragraph and one heading on your website, and now it will be different than what Rory has. Does that make sense?
Can we use that right now?
Well, I'm going to show you if we can or can't. And this is the second link that's in that.
You gotta check on everybody.
You got to check and make sure it doesn't come back as AI content. So in this email, pages to modify, down here under this one, it says, this is the link for the AI detector. So you're going to click on this link and save this, bookmark it, or save the email, or both. And then you're going to come over here. I'm going to bring it down here.
Save this and bookmark it.
Yeah.
Why?
So you can come use it. This is a tool. Okay, so you're going to use this as you're using this AI paraphraser.
And you're talking about the AI detector.
Right. So this is the second step of using the paraphraser. All right. So now what I do is I go back to the paraphrase.
Hang on, Greg. So you put all the new information, new verbiage in. And now we're going to go to the AI detector.
Yeah, I actually modified. It's not going to come back as AI content because we've already modified it from when it was AI. Because yeah, but anyway, let's just show.
Okay, so
this side.
Version of this was the AI conversion.
Right. We want to make sure.
We modified it from there.
Yeah, so just make sure it does. It'll come back red. It'll say this is AI content, and if you see that, you're going to have to rewrite it some more. That's all I'm telling you. Okay, but right now I just click inside this box and use the same feature I used earlier. Make sure my cursor is blinking inside here anywhere, and then I can just do Control A, and it's going to select all of it. All right.
Okay.
And now I'm going to do Control C to copy all of it. And then I'm going to come over here to the AI detector, and I'm right in this box. I'm going to click Control V to paste it. And now I'm going to click on this check button right here. Okay.
And why are we doing this?
This is going to tell you if this comes back as human content. Success. This is human content. This is human text.
Oh, okay.
So if this comes back and says this in red, well, you don't see red, but it's going to say this is AI content. You're going to have to change it.
And that's no good.
No good. You don't want, Google knows everything. They also know when it's AI content. Okay. So
I need the human. All right.
We want this to be human text.
Dude, that's almost hilarious. Okay.
All right. So now, well, trust me, these tools didn't exist when I started. All right.
Oh, okay.
So I had to do this out of my head. But anyway, I'm just showing you.
Probably safer.
Well, it's the best way to learn the skill. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you could synthesize music on a synthesizer, or you can learn to play the instrument yourself. It's kind of the same thing. You know what I mean? This is a shortcut. People don't have patience to really learn the skill, so they just use the shortcuts, you know. But I'm trying to show you how to get going in case you get writer's block.
Got it, man. No, I understand that so far. I'll be rusty on it, I know, because I'm not doing it.
Well, that's why we're recording this, because you may end up watching it again. All right,
Well,
so
I know, no. I know I will.
yeah, I'm pretty sure you will too. That's why I want to do this, so you'll have something that, some meat and potatoes that you can look at and get you going. You know what I'm saying? All right, so now I'm going back to your page. Now I'm in edit mode, right? So I have to be in edit mode, and I'm inside this first block, which is a paragraph block. This menu right here pertains to whatever block you're working with, and this happens to be a paragraph block. It's the first block on this page. Okay, so it's a paragraph. This symbol shows a paragraph, and I'm going to show you this in just now. So now that I'm blinking inside, I can do the same thing. I can do Control A and Control V, and now we have our new paragraph. We are showing the most amazing way to improve our lives using science and biohacking. In other words, from having positive mood to becoming thinner and much more. It's all here. Okay, you're going to witness how biohacking has now altered the lifestyle and health of tens of thousands of people. All right, so that paragraph is done. When you finish modifying it, you can go ahead and click on update right here.
Sure.
Okay, so now remember this menu right here that pops up?
Yeah.
It pertains to whatever active block. So even though I'm moving around, since this precursor is blinking inside this first paragraph, that's the active block. All right, so watch what happens when I click inside this heading block. Okay, so this is a heading, and just think of it like a magazine article. You know, you're going to have a heading, and then it pertains to what comes after that. In this case, it talks about the video. All right, so that comes right after that. So now you see here, this is the heading symbol, and this menu pertains to this heading block. And it's different, so because these different things are for a paragraph, and these different things are how you can modify a heading. And I'm not going to go into every little particular detail about that. This is the type of thing you'll learn by doing, and then when you don't understand, I'll show you the answer. You'll understand when I show you, because you'll say, oh, I already tried to figure that out and I couldn't figure that out. And that's where we need to get to, where you know, so that when I'm on with you, I answer questions, and that helps you move forward. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, so this is a heading block. So now I'm going to go back, and either one, I could copy it here, or I can use it from my AI detector. It doesn't matter, because it both says the same thing. So I just want to copy this heading that we create, or the AI content detector, Quillbot created for us. Control C. I dragged on that one, because if I were to do Control A right now, it'll get everything. And all I want is that one sentence there, which happens to be the heading that we're gonna replace. So now I click inside, make sure I'm active in that block, the heading block that I want, and I type Control A, and that selects it all, and then I do Control V. Now his heading is gone, and our words are there, and so I can click on update. So we've now modified, and we can go and view you can view your page. This is what people see when they come to your website. We are showing, and so now you can see that it says something different than what Rory says, and it even has a different heading. And then the heading explains, so you're going to addresses everything. Watch the presentation that addresses everything. And this is that. Okay, so I already changed your links on this page, and all the pages that you have on this.
Yeah, you got the
I already put the Zartman on there, yeah, which I had to do it twice, because the first time I put Zortman, and then I had to go back and change it to Zartman.
Don't dwell on that.
No. Anyway, that's done. So you're leaving off right here, become a customer, we're going to start doing this next paragraph, and then we can see See, this question mark is because they don't, it's a special character, a special character.
The question mark is.
Yeah, so you know what? I'm gonna do this. You can Google anything when you have questions too. So I'm gonna Google this.
Why in the hell was that there to begin with?
Because it's their, this right here. Barrington Area Library. Usually sometimes they'll have it right here.
Well, so far, Greg, what I've surmised from all this is that it never stops.
Never stop. You get it complete, but you're never finished. Okay. So Unicode character 257 represents for example. Well, you know what? In order, I mean, I can figure out what it is, but I don't want to figure it out because we're recording this. So what I would do is I would just modify this in order to get.
I made a mental note about that.
In order to get rid of that question mark, what I would do is come over here to where it says.
No, you don't need to show me. I made a mental note about that. Because if I'm sticking around here, that BR question mark ends.
Yeah, you know what? Let me go see what I did on my website because I don't have that. I don't have that on my webpage.
Is that on mine?
Yeah, this is mine. This is my website. I'm just looking
Yeah,
here.
I know, but was that question mark on mine?
Yeah, that's on your website.
Oh man, why would
see, I have it here, so I've obviously figured out what it is. So let me just, I have to go here and log in. So this is what I'm talking about with your bookmarks. So you want to be able to log in at the click, just at a single click. All right, so now I'm logging into my website. I'm going to get that and fix that for you, and then you'll be able to copy it if you need it some other place. And you're welcome to look at my website and copy anything off of there or whatever. When you see updates like this, make sure you update it. I'll do that in a minute. But right now, I'm just going to go here and I want to go.
When I see uplinks, like what?
You see over here on I'm logged into my dashboard and I have an update. Right
Yeah.
here. So what you do,
Got,
you don't have any on yours right now. But if I click on that,
the little dot.
Oh yeah, it said number inside. This number will change. That's red, so it draws my eye right to it, but you don't see that. But when you should see nothing here. Next.
No, great, I see it.
Okay, good. So right here, then after you click on updates, you got to scroll down in this content area, and this is for Yoast. So I'm going to click on select all. There could be more than one thing. Could be a 2 or a 3, and then I'll just click on update plugin. And then watch what happens when it finishes working. This one is going to disappear. See that? So now I'm current. My website is now.
Sorry.
This, ignore this thing that shows up every time you do something. Yes. So, all right. So just that's on my website. See, watch. I clicked it again, dashboard again, and here it's sorry again. So don't worry. I ignore that. I don't even see that anymore. But anyway. Long story short is what I want to do is go to this my biohacking page so I can get that code and put it on your website. So But I have to be logged in to do it. So I'm gonna do this, click on my edit page. And then I'm
Well,
gonna.
you're doing a lot better than Joe Biden, I'll tell you that, Greg.
Yeah, my brain is pretty good, man. So right here, no, you'd be surprised. But this working with computers really helps with that cognitively.
Oh, God, it's killing me. It's okay, I'll get better.
Well, remember, I started
Yeah, I know. I know.
2007. I was really when I
Yeah, I know. I'm good, bud. I'm good.
Okay, so I'm just gonna copy that character off of my
You
page.
know, the thing is, you keep doing what you're doing. The thing is it's like shit. I'm 65, and I've been at this point in my life more than once.
Well, I think it's good to have something that not only gives me hope for the future, but see, now I got rid of that stupid question.
Yeah,
mark.
okay.
All right, so anyway, all you got to do is just ask me or whatever. I'll help you with that. So anyway, now we can do the next right here. We can go ahead and yeah. I'm not going to copy this with this stuff here because the AI content, the AI paraphraser
Okay, well, you straighten that out.
is not going to understand what I'm trying to talk about here. So I'm just going to copy the words right here. So I highlight the words. Now I'm on your website.
You're not doing the with.
The what?
Friend are pronounced friend.
Brain. It's called brain. See, this is a long A sound. Brain. Yeah.
Okay, I wasn't too good at that in school, but okay. Brain.
I'm gonna close my website off so that we don't get confused. All right, now what I do is come back to the paraphraser. Well, did I copy it? I don't remember. I highlighted it. So Control C, then I go to the paraphraser. All right, now I have to get rid of all this stuff. So if I just do Control A and backspace, it clears it. And then I'm gonna do this. If you do more than 125 words, it won't work because that's the free version. Control A and backspace. And then I do Control V for paste. All right. Now I'm going to paraphrase this. Okay. Because it works, we are forever grateful we found it. We look better, feel better.
We discovered.
And then it says, we will always be happy that we discovered it because, so this, we need to rewrite this, discovered.
Yeah.
Because it functions. Okay, so we're going to say, you see, if you say have found and that kind of thing, that's all past tense, that's passive voice. Here's the difference that what they're talking about between passive voice and active voice. It'd be the difference of if I was talking with you and I said, oh yeah, I went to the store and got eggs, right? So if I was talking to you and say, I'm going to the store to get eggs. You see the difference? That's really what they're talking about. So you're going to have some passive voice. I don't have the eggs yet. Exactly. So what I would do is we will always be happy that we are sharing this, comma, because well, he probably says works. It works, yeah, because it works. But you can use the same. I don't really want to change it though. Yeah, we don't have. It's not. It's different than what you don't have to change every word.
That's what I'm asking.
Yeah, no, but
Because it works. Yeah,
because it works, but he has it at the beginning of the sentence because it works, and we have it at the end of the sentence. So it is different, right? we will always be happy that we are sharing this because it works. And that's the same way as saying, because it works, we're forever grateful we found it. You know, I mean, it's two ways to say exact same thing, really, you know?
Oh, yeah.
And so we
It's
feel and look
making
better and sleep.
so many areas of life better. We feel and look better and sleep. improve.
Everyone needs something like this.
So many
We're going to
aspects
share
of our lives.
6 excellent products with you below that will significantly improve your health. So this you require this. That's stupid sound. I wouldn't put that.
No,
You really got to see this or something. And that's another thing. This is a blog. You don't need to be some English person. You just want to put your personality. So the bad thing about me doing this for you is it's putting it in my words, not your words. So it doesn't really matter. It's only a couple paragraphs, but you're getting the point, right? Of how to do this.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm fine with it, dude. So
You really need to see this. And after that, you know what? I'm going to put an exclamation point because I think it's a.
I would probably say you really need to do this.
All right, so let's change it.
Or try this. Put try.
No, I'll put whatever you want.
Try.
You really need to try this, okay? Significantly improve your health. You really need to try this. First, we address what the brain requires to be healthy. Firstly, we resolve. So, yeah, so this is good. All right. So now what I'm going to do is click inside of here somewhere and make sure I'm in this block or in this part of the text. Do Control A and Control C. I'm going to come back to the AI content detector and I need to get rid of all this stuff. So I do Control. Actually, on this one, there's a clear button. So you just clear this right here. And now we're going to paste in the new text. What's that?
Yeah, you got Control V, right?
I'd Control V. I just pasted it in there. So now we're going to click on check. This is human text. So we're good to go.
About 3 paragraphs now.
So now I'm going to come back to your page and it's below the become a customer, become a member. So I'm going to edit the page and I'll leave that become a customer, become a member because that's really the links and there's really no other way to say that. You know what I mean? Here's another thing, Rich.
Are you deleting become a customer?
No, you're leaving that on there. That's how they get signed up, man. You want to keep that there.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I thought you said. So,
no, we're just not going to modify this because there's really no other way to say it. But what I'm talking about is we need to be 80%. There is a percentage that they're looking for. If it's less than 80% original content, then that'll red flag it. Okay. So as long as you got, that's why we don't really.
Talking about AI.
I'm talking about Google because Google knows everything. And we want to get the Google AdSense on your website. You know what I'm saying? Because that's one of the. What's that?
Stupid freaking liberals.
Yeah. Well, they know what.
Oh, they know everything.
They do, in the sense that they know if you copied a website and tried to make it claim it as your own. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to pay.
I have no empathy for them. I have no empathy.
Hey, I had one lady.
I know what they are.
I had one lady that said to me, she said, "Oh, she got started doing this, and then she says, "Oh, but I don't believe in big corps. I'm not using Google." I said, "Well, I don't know how you're going to do this if you're not going to use the tools that we're using." I don't use Microsoft and I don't use Google and all this stuff. And I'm like, "Well, good luck with that."
I admire your valor. I admire that. But you know what? You have to take advantage of what you can. And if you can use them to make you money, I'm going to do it.
Well, that's the way I look at it. You know, I
don't like them. I hate them. I can't stand them.
In 1984, my brother and I created
money out of them. Thank you.
1984, My brother and I created a vending machine business, and we sold cigarettes, but I didn't smoke. But I'm like, okay, well, they're going to buy it from somebody, so why not? I don't have a guilty conscience.
Buy it from me.
Let them buy it from me. I'll make the profits. That's the way I looked at it. You know, maybe it's selfish. You know, I didn't tell them to smoke.
A vending machine that sells cigarettes,
Yeah.
they're worth a lot of money.
Yeah, you don't know how many things I threw away.
It's an antique now.
Yeah, I know.
It is.
You don't know how many vending machines that I could have, but they cost money to store them. And I took them to the scrapyard. I did.
Hey,
hundreds of them.
California, I had recording and rehearsal studio in Glendora, not Glendora,
Glendale.
Glendale. I had 2 old Coke machines, and I wish I still had them. One of them I put pop, soda pop. We call it pop here, California soda. The other one I had nothing but good beers in it.
I did that.
That one I was refilling like every 3 days.
So you're familiar with the recording studios. Have you ever heard of Cherokee Recording Studio in Hollywood? I had my vending machines in Cherokee Recording Studio.
Okay.
And those those machines got hit in the middle of the night.
Oh, crap. Yeah, I remember Cherokee.
Yeah.
I remember Sunset Studios. I did some recording there.
No, that was the only recording studio I had was Cherokee.
So I know, but I did.
Oh, my dog wants to come in. We're going to have to wrap this up here shortly, but I wanted to show you how to use this. I'm just going to go ahead and hang on just a second. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and finish this last paragraph here, and then I'm going to do one last thing.
No, but thank you for today.
Yeah, you're welcome. I think that should help you. So we're going to change this right here. So let me show you another thing since we're recording this. If I wanted to do it without using the paraphraser or without copying and pasting over it, what I could do is I could click right there at the end of the last character in that paragraph.
What you need.
And it's after the period. And then when I hit the enter on my keyboard, it gives me a new paragraph block right here. And I could look at his words. It says, because it works, we are forever grateful. And then I could just start typing and say, okay, I'm going to change it to, whatever I decide. But I already have done it with the paraphrase.
I like how it works. We are very grateful we found it.
Well, we already paraphrased it. We changed it.
Yeah, I understand that.
So we will always be happy that we are sharing this because it works. And he says it because, so now I have my new paragraph block here. Last time I showed you how to paste over what he had there. This time I'm going to show you how to put it. I put the new one here. This is the new block that has our content in it. This is his old block. Remember, I told you this menu pertains to whatever's active. This is his old paragraph block. When I come down here to these 3 dots, and then I can scroll to the bottom of this list and click on delete. Now his block is gone and our new block is there. And I just click on update. And there you go. Now, so that's 2 ways to do the same thing. Here's a problem. I can show you one way to do something, and Rory will show. Most times on all this computing stuff, there's at least 3 different ways to do the exact same thing, and that gets confusing.
I want the simplest way, and I actually like the very last way you showed me.
Okay.
To click on the end of the sentence and be able to rewrite all of it. I don't mind doing that.
Yeah. So what you'll do here, let me change these. Since we already paraphrased this part, so I'm gonna go ahead and add this so you're moving down the page. It was this. first.
Thank you.
Okay, and then we're gonna come back here and first we address what the brain requires to be healthy. Brain, pronounced brain. Okay, now I'm gonna update the, oh no, that's okay. So there's two parts to this thing over here. This is the Yoast, and these are the two smiling faces. This is the settings. So the settings, of course, you're not going to be fussing with it because that's how you could change colors. That's all really the only modification there is on text. So you're gonna,
Color.
yeah, colors. So you don't really need it.
Yeah,
You can just leave it what it is.
I care.
Just leave it at what it is. At any rate, now we got to make sure we click update. Otherwise, if you leave your page without updating, you're going to go back to what it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, all right. So we've modified this now down to this point where this second video is. So here's another way to add a new block. Now I showed you how to add a new block by clicking there and hitting enter, and that gave us a new block, right? Now you can undo. This is your undo button, which is also Control Z on your computer. So undo, and that takes it away. There's another way to add a new block. It's by clicking this plus sign right here when it appears. And you click it, and now you can just tell it what kind of block you would want to add.
Hey, what was the first one? You did something and press enter.
Yeah, this one. You just click at the end, the last character of, it doesn't matter if it's a paragraph.
Oh, that's D-R-E-Y-N.
Yeah, so I'm at the last character inside this heading block. This is a heading block. These are the kind of things you're going to learn by doing. I can explain it 12 times. Yeah, this is a heading. In either one, it won't really matter, but you just click at the last character of the block and hit enter.
And enter.
And then you're going to get a new block.
And enter, right?
Yeah, you just type enter on your page, on your keyboard.
Okay.
On your keyboard, you're going to type enter. Okay.
All right.
And if I didn't want that, I could do Control Z, but or I could click this back button. So I'm going to go back.
Hey, Craig.
Yeah.
I only need one way. I don't need several.
Okay. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to click there, and I'm going to hit enter and add a new block, and then I'm going to type in some stars. Okay. And maybe that's a few more than I want. The reason is I'm going to show you why. I'm going to center these. This is the alignment, align center right there. Now I'm going to update this, and I'll show you what your page looks like. All right. So you view page, and you go down here and you're reading along here, and you say, oh, look here. Let's see. Oh, here's my marker. This must be where I stopped modifying my page.
I see.
So then I go back, and the next thing I'm going to modify is the next paragraph. You're not going to change the video. So the way you move any one of these blocks, when you click in it, it becomes the active block. Now you have these up-down button. Up would bring it up, down would bring it down. So it actually goes below this is the video right here. And so it goes below there. So let's just pretend that we already finished modifying the content in this paragraph. Then I will go ahead and move this marker down. Okay. And then this way you'll know where you left off when you come home from work. Now, where did I stop? So right now, we have modified this page down to this point right here. I'm going to go ahead and update it, leave it there right below the video. And you'll know when you get to your biohacking page to start modifying content. Oh, look, I've already done it this far down to here because here's my marker. And it doesn't look bad. It doesn't matter. Nobody needs to know what that means except you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So here's your marker, and then
modify that down.
And then this one, and just keep moving on down the page till you get all the way down to the bottom. This one has a lot of content, so you have other pages to do, but your posts are on your home page, and there you can.
First and foremost, right. I'm gonna work on my backing up shit.
Yeah, you do what you want, but I'm just trying to show you that
No,
the,
I get it.
here's the thing. The modifying of the content is the slowest thing that in the beginning. You'll get faster and faster. I mean, I can literally do it.
Hey, let me ask you this.
Hmm.
What's the fastest way to start making money?
Getting people signed up in Velveeta. That's the quickest way to make money. So, you know, everything we do revolves around the PBS and learning how to do. You're not going to be able to become an instructor and show somebody else how to do this unless you know how to do it. Does that make sense? You don't have to know everything, but you got to have at least the rudimentary processes to help somebody get going. And then we'll give you leads and you can start sending out texts and contacting people that are interested in doing this, and you sign them up, and then they sign up using your links, unless you know people that would want to use the Velveeta. That's why handing out samples is really a good idea, because you may be able to get a customer from the people.
Here's one of my questions.
Good.
Now, I made a phone call, figure out if this company was legit. And this guy named Greg Pope answered the phone. How did that come about?
That's funny.
It's a good question, though.
I
How long have you been involved in this before an ad I saw in my text messages, I believe?
Yeah.
That's where I saw that.
Okay, well,
why in the hell did that come to me? And when I investigated, why did I talk to Greg Pope?
because I was on the schedule to answer the calls during that time.
You have a schedule for that, so it might not have been Greg Pope.
Might not have been Greg Pope. That's right.
Okay. So that is like a revolving schedule?
Yeah, we have a schedule for that. It's voluntary, but that's how we can grow our business. It's just like
okay.
You're on my team, and you know,
Thank you.
yeah. So that's one of the other, you know, he always talks about legs of marketing. So that's another leg of marketing. As you progress and learn and are able to talk with people, then you can get on those calls and put yourself on the schedule and answer calls too, you know.
Okay.
That's how that goes. Yeah, we want.
All right. Well, that was a good question, wasn't it?
It was. And listen, I got to tell you something. This is about duplicating. The sooner I can get you, hopefully it's not going to take you as long as it took me, you know, because he's tried to refine these, what he's called the friction points, for a long time. But, you know, I'd like to let you know that it's a real thing, but that's how you ended up with me, is because, I hope that.
What did he call it? Stupid and good?
Oh, no, we all started at suck. You typed that in. You typed that in yesterday. I'm going to stop this recording.